I recently made this sweater and it's kind of boring. So today I'm going to reverse tie-dye it. What that means is I'm going to use bleach to remove color from the sweater to give it a tie-dye effect, but instead of there being new colors, it'll be white, and in this case, pink. So this is not as complicated as some people make it out to be. It's actually quite simple, so don't overthink it. Just when you do it, be careful because you are working with bleach, and don't try it on something that you can't afford to lose. What you're gonna need is, of course, bleach. A squeezy bottle is helpful, but not necessary. Rubber bands or string to secure it after you scrunch it together. And then I like to use a bucket. This is from IKEA. And then one of these. So after I scrunch it, I'm gonna stick it in here as I pour the bleach on it so that any bleach that pools on the bottom won't kind of ruin the design that I have going on. Let's go ahead and get started. You wanna start with a clean, damp sweater. So throw it in the wash and then pull it out before you dry it. And then you're gonna lay it nice and flat. We're doing the scrunch method today, which is exactly what it sounds like. You're gonna scrunch it with your fingers like this. All nice and together. And then once you have it all bunched up, we're gonna take some rubber bands and we're gonna put it around to kind of secure the scrunchy bunchiness of it. If you don't have rubber bands, you could try to wrap it with like string or thread. Those would probably both work just fine. So I've just secured this with my rubber bands. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick it in this thing, and then I'm going to pour my bleach in here. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick this in here so that if there's extra bleach at the bottom, it doesn't stain the whole bottom, or doesn't bleach the whole bottom. And I'm just gonna go back and forth on this as much as I want.
And I'm just gonna use my squeegee bottle and pour it right on. I do recommend wearing gloves. I didn't, and when I turned it over, I got bleach on my skin, and after a while it got really dry and irritated. So no technique or anything fancy, I'm just pouring it right on, and it's kind of fun because you can almost see it work instantaneously. My fabric's really thick, so I can put a lot of bleach on there without it being oversaturated. Take care that you don't use too much for whatever you're working with. Look at that. Amazing. The cool thing is too is that you can start to see some of the color pigments come off of the sweater. The water below it, or the bleach below it, will be kind of pink when I move this in a second. See that? Pink. Yes. Now we're ready to wash. Okay, so I'm just doing a speed wash cycle. I'm doing it on cold and just with the highest soil level, so 25 minutes, and it's just gonna wash it and then I'll throw it in the dryer. And bam! This is what it looks like when you're all done after you've washed and dried it. I'll go ahead and turn around so you can get the full view. Overall, it's a super fun, super fast way to update something that you already have in your wardrobe. Now let's go over a couple of things with bleach. Number one, wear gloves. I didn't wear gloves when I did this and it dried up my hands so bad it was terrible. Number two, don't use metal. I once did this using a metal cooling rack in a basket, and the bleach tore through my cooling rack and rusted it, and it was terrible. Number three, I would wear clothes that are light so that if you get bleach on them, it's not the end of the world, or something that you don't care about staining, you know, those like ugly t-shirts you dye your hair with. Now, some people take reverse tie-dye a step further, and after they remove color with bleach, they add color back in with different tie-dye pigments. So that's something fun too, but for this video, we're keeping it simple and we're just reverse tie-dyeing by removing color and not adding it. The best fabric for reverse tie-dye would be like cotton or linen. Those do really well. It's always good to do a patch test first if you can. And I wouldn't ever try this on something that you can't afford to lose in case things go south. When it comes to about how long to leave it on, it's usually pretty easy to watch the color as it leaves with the bleach. But I would rather err on the side of leaving it on not long enough than too much. Because if you leave it on too long, you're gonna risk damaging your fabric. And also, I did this once and I left the bleach on too long and it literally removed all of the color from the fabric I was reverse dyeing and it was just completely white. So make sure you don't leave it on too long. And then I had some fun and I tested a couple scraps of fabric that I had to see what they would look like when they were reverse dyed. So black usually goes kind of like an orange color, but sometimes you just never know what you're gonna get. As I did this, I was wondering why we're supposed to do it on wet fabric. So I tried it using some of the extra, so I made the sweater, so I have some of the extra fabric from it. So I tried it doing it on wet fabric and then doing it on dry fabric, and I will show you the results now. And as you can see on dry fabric, it takes a lot faster, like the color removes a lot faster because it's not diluted by the water already in the fabric, and so you get harsher lines. And on the wet fabric, as it slowly emulsifies into the water, you get more of a gradient watercolor look. So I prefer to do it on wet fabric. It also slows the process down a little bit so that you have a little bit more control, because if it happens too fast, you're having to hurry and fling it in, rinse off the water, and do all the things so that you don't over bleach it. I have some more information on my blog, carameta.com, if you want to go read some more tips and tricks about reverse tie-dye with bleach. And if you want to follow along and subscribe, that would be fantastic. If you have questions or comments, please leave them below and I would love to respond.